Thank you, Jimmy, Mark, and Paul. Jake Levin alongside Andrew Gian Domenico. We are here for Norwell versus Hudson, the 5th game of the afternoon on Rink 4 at the 7th annual, Rink 1, my apologies, Andrew points out, the 7th annual Garrett Reagan Summit. I am Jake Levin alongside Andrew Gian Domenico. Sorry about that, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? Ready for another game?
Doing very well. Oh, yeah. This is game 5 of the afternoon on Rink 1. Before that, we had Waltham versus Madanon, Hingham versus Walpole, Malden Catholic versus St. Mary's of Lynn, Andover versus Lincoln Sudbury, and here we go. Game 5, Hudson versus Norwell. Norwell coming to you out of the South Shore League, Division II Conference, and Hudson out of the Quinn Conference, a Western Mass and Central Mass grouping. Game's underway. Number 10 of Hudson, Luke Bernier up the near side right, sends it along the end boards, lands over to Brad Connor. Connor loses the puck to a Hudson defender. That away, Norwell in blue and gold, Hudson in red and white. White, their base color, red, their secondary. That one battled along the end wall, sent away by Miranda. Norwell sends it on net, and that went just wide to the left. In between the pipes tonight for Hudson is Trevor Curran. He's a junior, 5'8", 165 pounds.
Norwell doing a good job setting up the cycle here early on.
It's been all about the Norwell side of the ice so far. Hudson yet to establish a second zone time. Norwell backhander that goes wide to the near side of the net. Norwell still battling. There's number 2 out at the point. Chris Bickford sends it towards the net, and it's blocked in front. Here comes Hudson finally. Number 19, Rocco Malloy up through the slot.
Norwell did a very good job there getting traffic in front of the net. They had a couple shots deflected around, but shots in the direction of goal anyway.
In the very early going, favor is of Norwell. Now these are 2 abbreviated 15-minute periods. 15-minute periods are the norm in Mass High School hockey, but there's only 2 of them today. So really what it is a glorified scrimmage.
Also, we haven't had finalized rosters here. Most of the teams come in here. They have kids who may come up, may not, may go down to JV. So coaches aren't entirely sure what they're going to see here today. We've noticed in the early goings only one of the games, all of them were close, but only one of the games did the coach decide to pull a goalie, play it like a real game at the end.
I did notice that, Andrew. Yeah, I believe that was the Hingham Walpole game. I was a little surprised Hingham didn't pull their goalie at the end. Now, of course, Hingham, their connection to the Garrett Reagan Summit is perhaps the most tangible of any team. Garrett Reagan was their head coach for 26 seasons.
Correct.
Won a pair of state championships, the Division II title in 1992 and the Division I title in 2001. Norwell deep into their attacking zone yet again. Jacob Kahn behind the net, tried to send it out toward the point for Fitzsimmons, who was intercepted by Hudson. Norwell, their own side of the ice. Chris Bickford. Bickford's going to take it through the central. Up to the near side circle on the right side. Sends towards the net. The save batted away by Curran.
Bickford there moving his feet very nicely through the neutral zone.
Puck out atop the offensive zone for Norwell.
And a high stick coming.
Cannot play with a high stick. Shouldn't be a penalty high stick, just merely playing the puck with a high stick.
They will bring the face-off all the way down to the Norwell end.
12:27 to go, first of 2 periods. Game 5 on Rink 1, 7th annual Garrett Reagan Summit. Puck behind Norwell's net. Trying to carry it out is Bickford. Bickford looking for some space through the middle, and it's intercepted top of the point. Put on net by Bryce Hawes. He's a 5'8", 195-pound defenseman. He's a junior. Norwell.
That shift there was about the first time we saw Hudson get any real zone time. They're able to pass the puck around pretty well.
There's Norwell, cracks the slot again, teed up, and that is blocked. Way to give up the body by Kyle Lally. Freshman, tiny guy, 5'2", 125 pounds. Trying to earn a roster spot. Perhaps he's one of those bubble guys you alluded to, Andrew.
Correct.
Doesn't know if he's earned his spot on the varsity yet.
Hey, if he keeps giving his body like that, I would find it hard to believe he can't make a spot.
If he can block a shot with that little frame, then he's doing something right. Here comes Norwell, back up ice. Joe Trabiano skates behind the net, knocked loose by Derek Hyatt. Hudson up the other end, gaining the line. 22 of Hudson, Jacob Kahn throws it towards the net. That is blocked. Norwell tries to regain control and does it between the leg pass over towards Cam Roach. Roach falls down. There to pick up the slack is Joe Trabino. Full line change for Norwell. Norwell Clippers, Hudson Hawks. Alliterative name for Hudson. 10:48 to go. First of 2 periods. Goes behind the net of Norwell.
So the first couple minutes, it seemed that Norwell had a pretty good advantage, but it seems to have evened out pretty well over the past couple.
Jack Ward sent it in from Norwell, a dump and chase ploy. Hudson able to thwart that. Pinched along the corner boards, moving out now is Ward, sends it towards it and scores! Jack Ward gets Norwell on the board.
Nice work by Jack there. He brought it out from the corner, puck bouncing around off somebody's skate, and he just took it himself, took it short side. Beautiful.
Norwell takes a 1-0 lead on the Hudson Hawks. Hudson about 10 minutes away from the New England Sports Center. Norwell, about an hour, 10, 15 minutes. They didn't drive all the way out here for nothing. Takes the 1-0 lead. Back for Norwell is one of their captains, Jack Dole. Behind his own net. Connects with Cam Levady. Levady up for Alex Ferguson. Sends that high up into the protective netting right behind the United States, Massachusetts, and Canadian flags. Quite a triumvirate up there.
Looks pretty good up there. Canadians are always very well represented in this sport, aren't they?
They know a thing or two about hockey. The 2-time defending gold medal champions in the Olympics now. Luc Bernier for Hudson.
This past year they took the men, or this past Olympics they took the men's and the women's.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Powerhouse. So here's Norwell, top their zone to the right side of the ice. Down low behind the net, Alex Ferguson. Ferguson looking for the wraparound shot, put on net, saved by Curran. Curran again. There's some traffic in front. Somebody got knocked down for Norwell.
It's one of the assistant captains there.
Looks like that was number 6, Cam Roach. Took a tumble. Shouldn't be a penalty. So a little extracurricular before and after the whistle. We're going to get a draw here. The Norwell attacking zone. It's won by Hudson. Skating up with the puck. Had the looks of number 20 for Hudson, Jared Leahy. Leahy shot. Save. That is by number 1 of Norwell, by the way, between the pipes, Sean McGowan. Should have mentioned him. That was the first time he's had to make a save, really, though. So
great setup there by Hudson. Find the man open in the slot. Got a quick shot off. Good work making that save.
Oh, backhanded on net by Trabino. Goes high over the net. Hudson back up ice. Connecting at the top of the slot. Thwarted away by Chris Bickford. Bickford goes cross ice for Jin Lee. Jin Lee, number 15 of Norwell.
Norwell certainly has the size advantage here, but it remains to be seen who has the speed advantage. Both teams have been skating pretty well.
First 6.5 minutes or so, Norwell has definitely looked like the more active team, but Hudson's been able to, the last 2 or 3 minutes or so, gain some of the momentum back, despite giving up the goal. Since then, they've definitely been out skating Norwell. We'll see if they can continue that. Pinching back for Norwell is Trevor Nadeau. Nadeau's going to go along the Borns, but it's stolen away by Hudson, Jared Leahy. Trying to skate back out with the puck, Trevor Nadeau. Nadeau playing catch with his defensive partner, Pat Hennessy. Nadeau up. Will not be in ice. Taking it in is David Talanian. Talanian can't make anything happen offensively. Hudson's going to go back the other way. Inside 8 minutes to go here in the first.
It's a good line change there by Norwell. Wait until everybody was deep in the zone before they changed out their D.
Needed some fresh legs. Norwell again moving up. It's Alex Ferguson. Ferguson in. Shot trickles just wide to the right side of the net. Still loose in the near side corner boards. Bit of a beehive down there between Hudson and Norwell. Who will emerge with the puck? It's Ferguson. Bottom of the near side circle, saved by Curran. Rebound shot, another save, Curran. Looks like the net may have came off its moorings. There's some action down the far side of the ice. Didn't come off its moorings. I believe Curran might have just fallen on it after all.
Right, puck came out. May have been a little bit of a quick whistle, but got to keep these kids safe, right?
Safety is the name of the game. You hear more and more about concussions, mostly in the National Football League, but in hockey too, very prevalent. Far side corner boards. Norwell cannot maintain an offensive rush. It's going to trickle all the way back to McGowan. He comes out to play it aggressively. Shot. That's an easy goal for Hudson. Bad, careless turnover. That was number 10 for Hudson, Luke Bernier, 5'8", 140-pound junior.
That all started with his good stick back in his own zone. He was able to tip the pass, the inbound pass.
Ill-advised touch of the puck for the goaltender, Sean McGowan. The costliest of turnovers. It's going to be 1-1. 7:10 to go in the first half, if you will. It feels odd saying that of a hockey game, but based on the circumstances, the first half today, Norwell versus Hudson. Bickford across the ice for Hurley. Hurley back for Bickford. Bickford switches up, goes to Cornack Lonergan. Sends it on net, a save by Curran.
Norwell here doing a pretty good job of getting pucks on net.
Yeah, Norwell, you know, after we were talking about around the 8-minute mark, they had really kind of lost momentum a little bit. I think it peaked with that lost turnover there, allowing the goal to Hudson, but it seems like as though they've gained it back. They're frustrated, and they know that they should still be up 1-0. Top of the offensive zone for Norwell, fires it on Ferguson.
Very good defensive pinch there. Keep the puck in the zone. Keep the offense pressing.
Going to be draw far side of the ice. Cam Levady takes it for Norwell. Lost it against Hudson. Batted away by Moran. Kept alive, top the offensive end by Jake Glennon. Fired it towards net in the slot and saved, and that goes wide, the near side of the net. Norwell behind it, center. It's Ferguson. He's been out there seemingly every shift for the Clippers. Coming back up, Hudson fired in by Leahy. Going to go along the end boards. Touched up by Norwell. Try to clear it out along the far side half wall. Unable to clear. Back in their own defensive end, Jack Dole. Dole cross ice passing up for Glennon. Glennon can't connect with Talanian. Good use of the body there by Haas for Hudson. Here's Leahy again. That was stolen away. Looks like somebody lost a twig.
Good idea by Hudson trying to push that right there. As Norwell goes to the bench to clear, left an open man up on the blue line.
Puck trickled into the corner boards. That's another careless turnover for the Clippers. A submarine maneuver there. Somebody went down for Hudson. That's going to get called. Rocco Malloy went down for Hudson. He was sort of tabletopped there.
Looks like we're going to have a tripping. First power play of the game.
Yep, number 18 is going to go for Norwell. That is Pat Hurley.
Yeah, as Buck was coming across the slot, looked like Hurley just took out the legs of number 9 for
That was
Hudson.
Malloy. 19. Malloy. Yes. And it's number 19 on the penalty for Norwell. It's going to be Ferguson. So, first power play opportunity of the afternoon for the Hawks. It's the captain out at the near side point, Adam Caraveau. Fires. Well played by McGowan. Hudson going to circle around off the near side half wall. Comes Malloy. Malloy moves off the half wall of the circle, send it towards the slot. Swept away by Talani.
Good work keeping it at the blue line there. That was Caraveau.
Talanian steals it away for the Clippers. Gets out an open ice to Roach. Roach towards the slot, couldn't get a shot off. Well defended by Hudson. Remember, they're on the man advantage. A minute 30 power play here in Mass High School hockey. Norwell going to change 2 of their 4 penalty killers. Hudson go with their same 5 back up ice. That pass, long diagonal pass, intercepted by Roach and redirected towards the Hudson end. They're able to regain the line. Rocco Malloy left it at the half wall. Sent along the end boards now by Bickford for Norwell. And that's again cleared. Going to go all the way out to be played by Curran. Curran trying to avoid the similar mistake made by McGowan. Holds on to the puck a little bit longer. And we're going to get a stoppage. I think that one trickled up.
It's going to be too many men on the ice here. Careless play by Hudson here. They took their player, they put their player on the ice before their forward coming back was all the way to the bench. So wound up with 6 men on the ice. We're going to get even 4-on-4 for 18 seconds before Norwell takes the rest of the penalty.
Careless mistake by Hudson ruins the final 18 seconds of their power play. One shot on goal. .4:12 to go in the first half. Norwell versus Hudson. Clock sets correctly now to a minute 30 penalties for each player. Hudson going to move out of the zone on the 4-on-4. It'll be even strength 4-on-4 for about 10 more seconds. Here's Nadeau for the Clippers. Trapped in the far side corner boards. Norwell just going to wait till they can get their man back on ice. That'd be Ferguson. They'll go on the power play for a minute 10. Perfect chance for the Clippers to regain the lead. They're not wasting any time. Gaining the offensive end. Couldn't get any good traction. It's cleared all the way down the river. McGowan leaves it for Nadeau. Nadeau circles around. Norwell suddenly struggling to get it out of their zone.
On the whole, a pretty good penalty kill for Norwell. Even able to force, in a way, the penalty to even it up.
A shot high to the glove side is wide. Norwell in their attacking zone, sent it in by Bickford to the near side. Along the corner boards now on the end wall. Norwell out at the point, it's Bickford. Thinks about teeing it up, goes cross ice to the left. That shot is fired, it went off the apron of the goal. Lonergan with the shot, Bickford. Thought about teeing it up, sent it down low for Lee. Jin Lee cycling around, it's Lonergan. Lonergan out for Bickford. Bickford to Lonergan, moves off the near side half wall. Shot couldn't get any lumber on that. Believe there was a stick lifted there by a Hudson defender. Jamming at it. Here's Bickford going to rebound, and that goes somehow blocked in front. You had the goaltender Curran down, and that was a good job by his defense there.
Very good job there by the whole penalty kill. It was Curran all the way lying across, trying to cover the bottom half of the net. And I'm not sure he saw that last one coming in. But
looks like he was face down in a snowman formation just on the wrong side. Going to get back to 5-on-5 hockey with 2:35 to go in the first half. 1-1 our score between the Clippers and the Hawks.
So I liked what I saw on that power play by Norwell. They did a nice job walking off the boards for opportunities out front.
Number 5, Norwell. Jack Ward. Sends back towards Miranda now of Hudson. That is a loose puck. It's going to tumble all the way towards McGowan. Cut off. Center of the ice. We're inside 2 minutes now. Joe Tribino. At the half wall, trying to force it towards Lee.
And we have another goal.
Lee, there you go. Careless defense by Hudson. It didn't even look like a shot attempt, really just a put it on goal right there.
Yeah, Cardin's going to want to have that one back.
You put it on net, there's a greater chance of something good happening than if you don't put it on net. Norwell played their odds correctly. 2-1 the Clippers lead. Minute 47 to go in the first half. Lonergan. Off ice, taken back by Hudson. Bryce Haas. Moving out is Tribino. Tribino, number 9 for the Clippers. Fired it on net, still loose. Now along the far side half wall. Cam Roach lost it. Still with his Norwell in the slot. Hudson trying to bat it away, kept alive by Lonergan. Lonergan sends it wide to the far corner boards. First one down there is going to be Jin Lee. Lee along the end boards, picked up successfully by Miranda. Bit of beehive, and there's a turnover. Tribino, he's been all over the ice. Back towards Lee. Lee centering pass in front, stolen away by the Hawks. Here comes Bernier. He had the goal for Hudson earlier. Now we get a stoppage. 48.5 to go in the first half.
This stoppage comes from the puck being touched by the player on the Norwell bench. So we're going to have the puck drop just outside the offensive zone for Hudson.
Draw won by the Hawks. Kyle Lally on the draw. Mentioned him earlier. 5'2", 125-pound freshman. Trying to prove he belongs with the big boys. There's a shot on goal.
Great stop by Curran. Dangerous opportunity there for Norwell. They just walked in on a 2-on-1. Elected to take the shot. Curran comes up big.
38.3 seconds to go. First half. 2-1. The Clippers lead the Hawks. Pseudo home game for the Hawks. They do play their home games at here, the New England Sports Center, Marlboro. Norwell plays their home games at the Hub-A-Mock Arena in Pembroke, Massachusetts. South Shore town. Battle along the end boards. Norwell going to try to kill the rest of the clock, but they'll take one more if they can get it. It's a plan of attack I'd imagine they'll go with anyways. Looks like they are being very conservative with the puck, just don't want another careless turnover. Cam Levady skates with it. Touched up by Nadeau, and that will do it for the first half. A little bit of nothing, I guess. Looked like a big hit was going to come to the near side wall to end the period.
That's our 125-pound freshman throwing his body around.
After 15 minutes, Norwell 2, Hudson 1. Listen, in MyHockeyLive.com, the Garrett Reagan Summit.
Coach, looking to get your game streamed live online? Contact MyHockeyLive.com today. Professionally trained announcers and production staff will make your games accessible to anyone with a mobile device. Contact Mark Igo at 617-823-2492. That's 617-823-2492. Take your games on the road and build your following with MyHockeyLive.com. It's your hockey now.
Welcome back. Second half, moments away. Norwell versus Hudson. Clippers with a 2-1 lead over the Hawks. Jake Levin alongside Andrew Giandomenico. I think I did a better job that time.
Sounds good.
I feel like one of those NFL announcers that, you know, pats themselves on the back when they can pronounce Michael Omanawinui the right way. I don't think this is quite as difficult, nevertheless. Takeaways from the first 15, Andrew.
When we came in, we were wondering whether it would be size or speed taking advantage here. And it looks like Norwell has the advantage for sure in size, looking at it. And they have been using that certainly to their advantage. They were able to capitalize. That second goal came on their walking off the boards. That's been there all day. That's
Declan O'Sullivan, sorry to cut you off, Andrew, wins the opening draw for the Clippers.
That's something, if I'm Hudson, I have to be watching out for in this second half, is watch out for that step off the boards.
Looks like Heyer might have gotten away with a trip of O'Sullivan there. The youngster was breaking in for the Clippers. I get another stoppage.
Does enough to draw him off sides.
We'll get that. Quick 16 seconds gone in the second half. Roach to take the draw for the Clippers. He's going to be opposed by Malloy. Malloy gets tossed. Spoke too soon. Going to be Matt Faria comes in and take the draw for the Hawks. Bit of a stalemate. Emerging with it is the Hawks. Drew Jackson. Up ice. Puck is going to tear him down towards the corner boards. Norwell trying to emerge and does so, but without clear possession of the puck, it trickles into the Hudson attacking end. Stolen away. There's Roach looking for a shot, and that went just high wide to the glove side of Curran.
Another spot there. Hudson's got to be careful with their passes. That was an attempted breakout for Hudson, and the pass, he was trying to send it indirect off the boards, didn't get enough on it. Winds up into a 2-on-1 opportunity coming in on goaltender change. Now we have Adam Devlin in net for Hudson, so coming right in on Devlin.
Yes, I should have mentioned that. Devlin is in net. He is a sophomore 5'10", 150 pounds, so a little bit taller than Curran, but he yields about 15 pounds. For what it's worth, if you're talking about taking up size of the net. Hudson able to clear it out of their attacking zone. This should be an ice. Going to bring it right back. A little bit of a slow start to the second half. And that could be because there was really no intermission. There's a quick 2-minute breather or so. Not enough time for us to catch our breaths either.
One thing to note here in high school hockey, we have on an icing call, you are allowed to change. It's a difference from college, difference from the NHL for sure.
And that's huge. That's absolutely huge.
So it turns into a sort of an escape if you're trapped down in your own end, because you can at least get new bodies on the ice.
Right, it gives you an out clause in a way, something you're not able to do in the collegiate or professional level. Sometimes you got to use it to your advantage if you're a high school team and you're just simply gassed out there. Why not? Stolen away, number 8, David Delaney. Delaney fired it on net. I don't believe that reached Devlin. Out in the center of the ice. Here comes Casey. Casey knocked away by Bernier. Bernier for Ferguson. Ferguson up the near right side of the ice. Ferguson going to take it to the backhand. Goes behind the net. Was knocked loose, trying to send it in towards the slot. Saved by Devlin. Was prying at it. Was Nate Patch. And we have a goal signal.
That's an interesting one there. It looked like
it just snuck right by Devlin. Tough from this far vantage point we have.
Now, at the time that crossed, as the referee says it did cross, there was a player there for Hudson, number 12, Miranda, was able to pull the puck out. So play continued for a moment, but the ref signaled that there was indeed a goal scored.
So it is indeed 3-1. The Clippers now with the lead. Some will say the worst lead in hockey, 2 goals. Ask the Boston Bruins these last couple of games. Although last night they did finally right that ship.
They did. Helps when you keep scoring.
It helps when you're playing the Arizona Coyotes. Cure for all ills. That's a save by Tommy Wallace, number 30. Should be into the game for the Clippers now. After McGowan played the first half. 8 Patch going to take the draw with his line mates. Trevor Nagio. David Delaney. Puck is in the Norwell defensive end. They're attempting to clear it out, get another goal, really put this one away. Again, it is just a scrimmage, but like you said earlier, Andrew, a lot of these guys, this is their last chance to make really one great impression to earn a spot on the varsity roster. For some of them, a spot in the program at all.
Great opportunity for the coaches, too, to be able to see some live action here for their kids.
Yeah, it's real hockey. It just doesn't count in the standings. That's really the only thing that's not real. Number 2, Chris Bickford. Sent that into the bench, I believe, Norwell. We're going to get a stoppage just inside 12 minutes to go in the second half. Game coming up at 4:30, the 6th and final game of the day on Rink 1, Marlborough versus Ashland. Now, we said Hudson, this was a home game for them. It's also a home game for Marlborough. Of course, we are in the town of Marlborough as we speak. Hudson adjacent to this town. Conveniently located along 495. Hudson does a good job keeping in their attacking zone. Falling on it is Wallace. Makes the save, 11:42 to go.
So another draw coming inside the Norwell end. Hudson finally able to get a little bit of pressure sustained here in the second half.
Backhanded on that slow roller. Wallace covers up. Very routine save. Didn't have to do much there. Fall on the puck.
Just keep putting the puck on net. Something might go right.
Puck carries over to the near side half wall. Picked up by Lonergan. Lonergan jammed at the half wall. Goes high up into the air. Still alive for Hudson. Out at the point. It's finally pried loose by Jack Ward. Ward takes a tumble. Stays with the puck. Still out in the neutral zone. batted cross ice near the benches. Norwell is going to emerge with it. Wallace goes behind his net, leaves it for his own man, Kevin Young. Up ice, Declan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, number 14, lost it, and he was knocked away by Bryce Haas after he lost the puck.
Bryce Haas got away with one there. It was a dangerous pinch set up.
.10:42 to go. Norwell 3, Hudson 1. Hudson doing a good job staying in their zone. Clippers pick it up. It's fired and is going to not scrape the wall. Looked like it was going to go right off the ceiling. Didn't though, so it's going to stay a live puck. Move closer to the 10-minute mark. Hudson back up ice. They're down 3-1. Trying to clear it out of the zone is Delaney, and he does so. Moves up towards Levady. Levady, number 7 in the far side circle. Picks it up as Delaney. Delaney sends it on net and scores. David Delaney in for Norwell. It's made it a 4-1 game. 9:58 to go. Clippers can really think about playing some of their second and third stringers here, Andrew.
For sure. You just can't get too comfortable, though. Still a lot of time left.
There's certain guys on the roster that are already a formality to have made it. You know, you can assume the captains are safely on the roster. You can assume a lot of these seniors are. It's the sophomores and juniors that are trying to make that leap from JV to varsity. These final 10 minutes are really important for them. One last chance to make an impression. It doesn't necessarily have to be scoring a goal, knocking a body around, blocking a shot. The little things, they add up.
Good opportunity here for the coaches of the Hudson team. See how that team can respond. That goes for all levels of the Hudson team. You don't want to see your captains check out on a game like this.
Your Hudson coach is Michael Nanarowicz in his 25th year at the helm of the Hawks. Here's draw up coming between Cuddy and Roach. Roach wins it for the Clippers. Went off the skates of the official as well. The far side half wall. Picked up by Roach. Roach through the neutral zone, diagonal up for Ward. Ward moves off the half wall. Scooped away by Haas. Haas towards Salucci. Salucci lost it. Is behind the net of Wallace. Tommy Wallace, a backup goaltender for Norwell. Looks like Norwell has already figured out their goaltending situation with only 2 goalies dressed today. Assume one is the starter, one is the backup. We'll see who between Wallace and McGowan as the season unfolds. 8:47 to go. Second half. Game 5 of 6 on Rink 1. The Garrett Reagan Summit. 7th annual. Tradition that began back in 2008. Up ice comes Tribino. Tribino in the slot. Gets knocked down. Nice body check there by Haas. Trying to send a message. Hudson can at least still send a message with their physicality. Goals have been hard to come by. Still throwing their bodies around.
It's good to see. They're the smaller team out here, but they're using their body pretty well. They've done well setting up the faceoffs in the offensive zone. But other than that, they've been struggling to really set up, really get any sustained time in the offensive zone. That's a credit, of course, to Norwell as well, being able to work the breakouts, clear the puck out very nicely.
7:55 left, second half. Again, these are 2 15-minute halves, not 3 15-minute periods. Those watching at home, it's a tune-up game. Number 12, Kevin Young. Towards Lonigan. Lost it. Here comes Hudson. Hudson, great job back checking. Looks like that was Trevor Nadeau.
We have a penalty coming here on Norwell. Nifty stick work there by Matt Faria for Hudson to get in on net, get a shot off, and to draw the penalty. So Hudson has the opportunity here. They got another man advantage.
This is going to be their last chance really to last good chance to really get back into this game. You got 7.5 to go. In essence, 75% of the game has already gone by. If you want to start your comeback, man advantage, perfect time to start. Let's go if you're the Hawks.
And on their last power play, they were able to set up the cycle pretty nicely. Let's see what they can do here.
That shot was from Adam Caravo, high over the glove side of Wallace. Norwell going to clear it back out. Short-handed bid. It's Talanian with some nifty moves, but it's going to be covered up by Devlin. Maybe not. Devlin did knock the puck loose, though.
Norwell's playing a very aggressive penalty kill. I'm a bit surprised given the scoreboard.
That puck is lifted down the river by Levady. That Norwell is going to change their entire four-man group. 6:41 to go. Not a good start to the power play if you're the Hudson Hawks. It's about halfway through. More than that now, only 35 seconds to go. Hudson back the other way. 15 is Drew Jackson. Sends it to the corner boards. Still loose over there.
It's a good look out in the slot.
Bickford tried to just clear it out at the half wall. Roach able to successfully do so. Norwell will change killers again, rather than attack the puck with just 10 seconds to go. Short-handed. Jackson gliding up the right side of the ice. Nice glove save by Wallace. He dropped it, but drops it in front of him so that he can fall on it.
I like the hustle there by Bryce Hawes getting to the net. That puck came down. Puck was loose. No whistle. You got to crash the net. Play till the whistle.
Bryce Hawes, a little bit of a bowling ball. 5'8", 190 pounds. He'll throw his body at you, no question. 4-1 our score. Norwell again back up ice. It's Jack Ward. Going to go cross ice for Lee. Jin Lee moves in towards the left side circle. Kept alive at the point by Gleason. Batted towards Devlin and a save. That is Goslin. Goslin in the corner boards towards Jin Lee. Lee trying to connect with Young out at the top of the offensive end. Hudson too slow on the breakout. Norwell able to get back defensively. From his knees, batted out of the defensive end by Ferguson. Norwell's going to change a few skaters here, namely just Ferguson. 5:09 to go. Norwell just very businessman-like these final few minutes. Fired it on net there. Tribino wide of Devlin. Hudson grasped at straws. They got 5 minutes to get back into this game.
That's the big idea here for Norwell. Just keep the pressure on. Don't take the foot off the gas. You can be conservative in the way you do it, but keep that puck in the offensive zone. You can't be scored against.
Can't show any mercy in a game like this if you are on that proverbial roster bubble. That shot is on net, saved by Wallace. Again, he sort of struggled to handle it cleanly, was able to fall on it.
That's a spot there you might want to see Hawes back on the ice crashing the net. If he's there, that puck's bouncing around, open net. Could have been a 4-2 game, but perhaps he can be inspiration to the rest of the team, get that crash play to the whistle,
4.5 to go. Hudson again in the slot, crashing. Wallace went down, got the puck in front of him, covers up again for the save. It's Wallace getting peppered. He's doing all right.
Staying strong.
Again, final game of the afternoon on Rink 1 coming up at 4:30. It is Marlborough versus Ashland. This game 5 of 6 between Hudson and Norwell. Hudson able to keep it in the attack zone. It's Derek Hyder. Picked right back up by Levady. Levady skates into the slot, and it's going to be offside. I think that was Cam Roach who was there a little bit of ahead, right, Cole?
Stepping over. That's one of the things there. You can't make that last move right at the blue line. That's a nice play by the Hudson defense. If you step up at the blue line, you're going to have to make one last move. Oftentimes, you're going to be able to draw them offsides.
Norwell going to retreat into their defensive end. Cornack Lonergan has it picked off by a Hudson player in the far corner boards. Wheeling around is Malloy. Malloy out to the top of the offensive end. Batted back in by Hyde. Near side corner boards. Norwell will again try to clear. Bickford couldn't pry it away from Malloy. Malloy at the slot, fires. That goes wide. Picked up again by Malloy. They cycle around for Jackson. Corner boards along the end boards, and Norwell finally gets the clear they need. This is not going to be enough for an ice. Norwell will change their full slate of skaters. Just 3 minutes ago. Intercepted atop the attacking end. Jack Warden moves down to the near side half wall.
Up to that intercepted pass, it was exactly what we wanted to see from Hudson. They were able to set it up, and they got the walk off the boards. It was one of the captains there, Malloy, walking out, gets a good shot from the slot.
Fired by Ferguson wide to the near side post. Norwell at the far half wall. 2:44 to go. Norwell just keeping their foot on the throat. They're not taking away any, they're not leaving anything to chance here.
Keeping that puck in deep.
2.5 now. Pat Hennessy gives chase of the puck for the Clippers. Hudson able to clear the zone. Retreating now is Ferguson. Here's Glennon. Over for Hennessy, back for Glennon. Up for O'Sullivan. Declan O'Sullivan fires, goes off the skates of Bryce Hawes. Puck loose, far corner boards. 2 minutes ago, 120 seconds in all. 4-1 the Clippers lead. So what have your impressions been of the entire game here, Andrew? Norwell obviously with the 4 goals. Can Hudson take away any positives from this game?
Oh, for sure. They've had a pretty good job of skating. And as I said, they set up the face-off pretty well, especially on the power play down in the offensive zone. But even in 5-on-5 there, it'll set up the face-off pretty well. Not necessarily winning the draw, but they're hustling to the puck, winning the battle in the corner.
1 minute, 35 seconds to go. Second half.
And as we mentioned, this Norwell team is physically bigger. So the ability to stay in the game physically, even lay some pretty good hits for Hudson, that's another positive to take away from this one.
Cam Levady out to the point, teed up shot, and that somehow went wide off the stick of Glennon. Diving to keep the puck alive, unable to do so was Lonergan. Norwell from behind their own net. Back up ice, they're going to try one more rush. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson cross ice, little give and go action playing there with Levady. Hudson able to thwart it. One pass too many for Clippers. Should mention Hudson is on the man advantage right now. 52 seconds to go on that. 56 seconds in real time.
That's the other thing to take away here is that Hudson's had some very good sticks. They've had some shot blocks. They've had sticks in the passing lane all night.
If you're Norwell, obviously 4 goals speaks for itself. One negative you might want to ream on for them is a little bit of lack of discipline. 3 penalties for them compared to just 1 for the Hawks. Here comes Roach. Gains the line. Leave that puck
into the bench.
Yeah, it looks like it went into the Hudson bench. So we're going to get a draw in the Norwell attacking zone with 46 seconds to go. Draw to be taken by Roach. Here come the Hawks. Hawks would like to get one more goal. And let's not forget their only goal was just because of a careless turnover by the Clippers. They want to earn a goal here. Puck stops again, 37 seconds ago. We're going to get it just outside the Norwell defensive end. Draw one by the Clippers. Maggio, cross ice for Bickford. Norwell's impressed me here today, Andrew. South Shore League, a lesser known league in the South Shore, obviously. Some of the big money leagues down there, you hear about the Hockomock a lot. You hear about the Bay State. South Shore League, a little smaller, with some quality hockey. 12 seconds.
Another good example of taking that extra move on the blue line. That's when you got 10 seconds left. There's no need to even take it into the offensive zone. You're still on the power play as well. Just cycle it back. Then again, you can't take it away from trying to take that shot.
Sullivan on the draw for the Clippers. Gets tossed. Replacing him is Dole, Grady Dole. Addison going to go off the end boards. No ice. He might have been beyond the red line, but at this point of the game, you just want to wave that off. 1 second to go, and that will do it. The Norwell Clippers win their scrimmage with the Hudson Hawks. Norwell Clippers 4, Hudson Hawks 1. That completes game 5 here of the afternoon. Andrew, any final thoughts on the game from you?
I was very happy with what I saw out of the Norwell team here. They were very good physically. They were very good. They were moving their feet. Most important thing. That's what you're really looking for.
They were a great puck possession team. Good, clean breakouts. Once they set up in the offensive end, I'm not sure how much momentum they could really sustain. But in terms of breaking out, they're a great fast break team, and Hudson really had no answer for them over the course of the afternoon.
Yeah, when they did finally set up the cycle, they were able to walk off the boards, and that's where two of the 4 goals came from.
It is. So we're going to send this one back over towards our man Jimmy Young, back over on the MyHockeyLive set. One more time, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes for Andrew Giandomenico. I'm Jake Levin. Back in about 10, 15 minutes, something like that.